R&B Money.
Kids, publishing deal. I go in there, and what the publishing deal did for me is put me in a position where I didn't have to go get a job, a 9 to 5, and I didn't have to sell drugs anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'd had my record deal, and I ran through that money. It wasn't no real money. And then my publishing deal wasn't no real money. But I think my record deal, my advance probably was like 50 grand. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even sure I got my full advance. I might have only gotten 25.
He didn't get his full advance.
Yeah. I think I got 25. So I got a small set of 25 there. I get my publishing deal. I get another small set of 25. Because my deal is worth 100. My initial advance is 25. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to get 50 after I turn in some songs. Mm-hmm. You know, that whole thing.
Yep.
We didn't get there. But I need like another 10 because I got to survive. Because now I got to get me we got an apartment. You know what I mean? From my record deal, we moved. I finally got a bed. I bought the biggest bed I could find. Mm-hmm. This is when I figured out what they call a California king.
And roll around.
I bought it. Mm-hmm. All cash from some furniture store in Inglewood. Mm-hmm. And back then they would give you the bed and the beds, what they call it?
Nightstands.
Or the box spring.
The box spring.
Oh,
you know, they be trying not to give niggas box springs.
Oh,
Absolutely.
This place gave me the bed, the box spring, and the full set. I bought it all for like $2,500.
Yeah.
Everything. Plus mattress.
It's a lot back then.
Pillow top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Satin sheets.
You roll around.
I got busy. You know what I mean? Because I was like, from this floor to this. But I'm never going back to the floor at this point. So I'm like, shit, I got to get another deal. I go do this little bullshit ass deal at Warner Chapel. They gave me $25,000. I'm starting to run out. I asked for another 10. She hooked me up. So now I'm at 35. During that time, where I'm signed to Warner Chapel, this $35,000 is literally lasting me like a year. Mm-hmm. I go from 19, now I'm going into 20. Around 20, I start, even though we get out of the deal, me and Damon fall out for a hot little 6 months. We get back cool. We writing. And we just writing songs. He got a spot out in Northridge, this gated community called Running Springs that we talked about with Lil Steve. And we just writing songs. Bob writing songs with us. And we got our little team. And one day, Rodney Jerkins and his crew pulls up. Like, these niggas rich for real.
Yeah.
These niggas are rich. They have every diamond you can imagine on every piece of jewelry you can imagine. This is incredible. I'm talking about the clarity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can't stare at their jewelry. Mm-hmm. It hurts. So I'm like, God damn.
Tank, we went to their studio.
Oh, yeah.
It was pizza boxes.
Yeah.
And jewelry. All over the studio.
I want to say who became my dear friend, God rest his soul, LaShawn Daniels, was banging his Rolex on the board. Because me and him talked about it later on. Because he didn't know that Rolexes don't tick.
Exactly.
They roll. Mm-hmm. And they stop. If you don't put it on, it'll stop. So if y'all see somebody's Rolex and they doing some weird movement, it's probably not real. So LaShawn was banging it on the thing. He's banging it on the SSL. It's probably like $100,000 watch. It's flooded. I'm like, this is access to another level. Yeah. So within that same couple days, they just show up at Damon's house to play basketball with us. And I'm like, wait.
But see, that's what cool. That goes back. Every time we play basketball against musicians, we are ringers.
Right.
Yeah, me and Bob were the ringers.
Because we actually really played basketball.
And we were kind of like White Men Can't Jump.
They would look at y'all like...
We were Woody Harrelson because it's like, these pretty niggas can't play basketball.
Every time.
Yeah.
I got stupid bounce. This nigga don't miss from three. I got dumb handle. I got, like, nigga, I'm going from not going to college and playing basketball to now being in the music business. I'm fucking niggas up.
Yeah.
But they bring a ringer.
They did.
And we don't know he's a ringer. Because now he's their White Men Can't Jump.
Right.
He goes by the name of Harvey Mason Jr.
Harvey Mason Jr.
We don't know this nigga played at Arizona. We don't know this nigga played in the Final Four and with Steve Kerr.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And Bison Dele.
Yeah.
We don't know this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know this nigga's a pro. He played overseas. Like, we don't know none of these things. So, but nigga, and we don't care.
We don't care. When I say he's hitting me with D1 elbows.
But it's also two of us.
It's only one of him.
It's only one of him.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney and Bert.
You can't.
No good.
You can't guard both of us.
Mm-hmm.
You can guard one of us.
Right.
But both of us, we gonna get some shit off. So, long story short, we beat Dark Child in basketball. And, we was cool. Everybody kicking it. LaShawn on the sideline laughing, cracking jokes and shit with $2 million of jewelry on.
Yeah.
And they leave. I get a phone call from Damon the next morning. He's like, come by the house. I'm like, what's up? He's like, nigga, just come by. I got somebody, we got to sit down with. I was like, okay. I come back. It's the ringer. This nigga play basketball. What are you doing here? I don't know he's in music at all. I don't know who Foreplay is. I don't know his daddy is Harvey Mason from the legendary jazz group Foreplay.
Yeah.
It's just a nigga who I play basketball with who I kind of still don't like.
Mm-hmm.
From who? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what's up? They're like, yeah, man, you remember Harvey from last night? I'm like, yeah, all right. We hooping? This is my first thought. He like, nah, man, Harvey, Harvey producer and a writer. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, I was engineering and writing with the guys and doing my thing at Dark Child and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. Then he goes into his backpack. He plugs up. And he has all the sounds.
He got the shit. He's got
like,
the shit.
This is everything I hear on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, this is incredible. We start working immediately. We start, fucking with some shit. And, we working for about a week. Ideas, nothing is solid yet. But we vibing. We go to Claim Jumpers. There's a Claim Jumpers. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
On like Nordhoff.
Mm-hmm.
Or Lassen, one of those. I think it might be Lassen. On the corner of Lassen, right where the Northridge Mall is. Me, Damon, and Harvey. And we having dinner and we talking. And Damon's like, bro, we need a name. Cause we locked in at this point. We're like, we're gonna all work together. We're gonna do this thing. Because me and Damon have already been working together and now Harvey's with us. He's like, we need a name. And niggas start spitballing. Everybody got some kind of name. This name is all this. Damon coming up with like intergalactic type shit.
Yeah.
And after he says it, then he does a dance move.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, no, Damon. No. And Damon's like, Jay, what you got? You always got something. Some names, something like that. I'm like, thinking. I'm looking around. I'm like, and Harvey's just kind of waiting. Harvey's like waiting for the action of what we got. And I'm like, oh, I think I got something. And he's like, what? I'm like, we should be the Underdogs. And they're like, the Underdogs? I'm like, yeah, everybody loves the underdog. And they're like, okay. I said, but nah. And you know this because I'm idea overload. Mm-hmm. I always have an extended reason too.
Yeah.
Because I got to make sure you rolling with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, because Damon, you come from up under Babyface. Harvey, you come from up under Rodney. And Damon, I come from up under yours, under your tutelage. I worked with you. We're the underdogs. Everybody's rooting for us. Damon, like, nigga, I'm getting a motherfucking spray painted t-shirt tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like a spray paint, nigga. We get those for niggas who die. You know what I'm saying? That's like the hood shit that niggas get when you die. Everybody get the R.I.P. little pistol starter.
Right.
You know what I mean? But fuck it, you gonna get the Underdog shirt. Yeah. Damn, he got an Underdog shirt. He started getting Underdog spray painted on his Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
He doing everything.
The most.
We become the Underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
They come up with a track. That motherfucker starts with dun 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 dun. I'm like, this shit is crazy. But as we're doing this, we're also forming the partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And kids, pay attention to this part. I wanted to be a full partner.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't paying for anything. I was purely sweat equity. Meaning, my hard work was my payment. I wasn't paying for studio. I wasn't paying to get the name trademarked. Sweat equity. They didn't want to make me an equal partner. And I'm also 19, maybe 20. But shit, I don't even got the money to put into it. But I know I got sauce. Got the sauce. But in my mind, I'm a nigga. It's us three. It's like right now, if we gonna start something, we gonna split it 33 and a third. He was like, nah, champ. So what we're gonna do, buddy? Is you're our LaShawn. And I'm thinking to myself, LaShawn's, and I don't know his business, but I don't think LaShawn is a partner at Dark Child. So I'm like, wait. Like, yeah, you'll make money off vocal production. You'll make money, as a writer. You'll sing on stuff, so you get your neighboring rights and, the background vocals. Yeah. You'll make money, but you're not our partner. I'm like, and I'm skipping some steps because I like them girls happening that whole thing at that time. But I end up writing I Like Them Girls and I left. And I didn't write. I might have written a couple more songs, but that was the record that I wrote, helped placed. Because I got that record placed. Shakir Stewart called me. I got that record placed initially. And then it ended up getting on because, we told this. I told the story to Tyrese about how it wasn't for him. It was for Usher in the beginning. And Brandy ended up placing it on Tyrese because we were trying to get some Brandy cuts too. And after they didn't want to make me a partner, I told them I was out. And I helped found it with them. I made up the name. But when I look back on it now, and they at one point they were my fuel. They were my fuel. They were like, I'm gonna fuck them niggas up. I'm gonna become.
Yeah.
But I didn't fully understand the full business of how this shit really goes, of how when you come to the table, what all do you bring?
Yep.
In relationships and business and anything. Like, what makes us partner with you? What makes us give you that full percentage? So, I walked away. I went around the corner. I worked with with Wade Robson. And I wrote for NSYNC in a matter of 2 weeks of me leaving the Underdogs.
NSYNC.
Dang, that was only a 2-week period?
Yeah. And I was a millionaire.
R&B